Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Good evening, everyone, or good morning, good afternoon, or good day to the other side of the world. So, welcome back to Pageant Philippines live sessions. Yours truly, once again, Francois, your pageant correspondent. We are live simultaneously on Facebook page and on our YouTube channel. If you are new to our YouTube channel, please do subscribe and click the bell notification and follow and like our Facebook page for more pageant updates. We are also on Instagram and TikTok, so please follow us on all our social media platforms. Now, guys, if you have any questions later for our guest for tonight, please don't hesitate to drop your questions down below at the comment section. Once again, guys, this episode is being brought to us by Celebrity, a celebration of tea of a lifetime. All right, so we are back, and I am definitely very much sure that you are very much excited to meet our guest for tonight. So, without further ado, sorry, without further ado, guys, our esteemed guest for tonight is a Misters of Filipinas 2021 candidate from hailing from Cordova, Cebu. All right. So, do you have any clue, guys? Definitely you do. So, he is a 25-year-old and holds a degree in aircraft maintenance technology. And he is also an RTW supervisor, a computer games, how shall I say, addict, and a manga avid reader. So, guys, please do help me to welcome our guest with a virtual applause, of course, the pride of Cordova, Cebu, Ed Kevin Tumulak. Hello, Ed. Hello,
Uh,
Ed, rather. Yeah. How are you
Good
doing?
evening. I'm good, sir.
Yeah.
I'm good. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome. Ano sabi mo kanina?
Actually, sir, I cannot say that I am a computer game
Adik.
only. I play
Sorry
for
for the term.
it's okay, sir. I only play games for like stress free.
See, di ba? Ang sagwa kasi ng term ko na addict eh, di ba?
Okay,
Sorry
sir.
naman, wala akong maisip na iba. Yan ba? Yun siguro ang epekto ng ano, ng tawag dito, vaccine na 'to. Oh my God. Anyways, well, yeah, speaking of vaccine, guys, I just got fully vaccinated a while back. So kaya ganito para akong inaantok. Yeah.
Congrats, sir.
So
Congrats.
thank you so much. So I'm encouraging everyone to get vaccinated. So in order for you as well, not only to protect yourself, but of course your family, your friends, everyone around you, and of course the nation. So get vaccinated, guys. All right. So we already have some friends right here. Suki natin si Zari Balikwas all the way from Marilao, Bulacan. So, di ba Zari, alam ko na kung taga saan ka.
Hello po, Dari.
Ayan.
Thank you for
Ayan.
watching.
And yeah, thank you for watching. And Nino Pili, can't wait to see Kuya Ed Kevin. Oh my God. Meron ka palang supporter here. And Bong Marabe Illustre. Watching here. Hi, Sir Bong.
Hello, Sir
Thank you
Bong.
for dropping by. Wow, grabe ka, Zari, ha? Ayan, there you go. Sir Ed Almarez, good evening po. Oh, syempre hindi ako yung idol mo, di ba? Idol mo si Ed. Right. Oh, ang lakas ng dating niya, sabi niya.
Oh, thank you.
Ang galing ni Tito, haha. Ay, hindi mo ako napanood kanina. So, hindi mo ako napanood kanina sa Eat Bulaga.
Oh, wow.
Anyways, all right. So, guys, if you have any questions for our guest for tonight, please, please drop your questions down below. He is actually expecting for your questions, not coming from me. Okay. All right. So, yes, thank you, Alan Soko. Go Team Cebu. Happy birthday, NL. Sino si NL?
And also is Nicole, you our official photographer of BNB Model Cebu. Yeah.
Oh, friend mo to, si Alan
Oh, Nicole,
Soko.
you. Yes po.
Alright.
Alan Socos.
Hi.
Thank you for watching, sir.
Thank you. Hi, Albert Katamko. Idol ko, idol ko po si host. Totoo. Ikaw talaga nimit, ha? Yeah. Hi, Nimensyo. Nimit all the way from Pangasinan. Wow. Maabot tayo sa Pangasinan. Grabe na to. Hello. Good evening po, Sir Francis. Hi, good evening. Nino. Nino Pili pala siya. Ayan. Does he talk Bisaya, Tito? Yes, he must be a Cebuano. Cebuano is just almost
Pure
similar
blood.
with Bisaya, right?
Mm-hmm. Pure blood,
So,
Bono.
yeah.
Pure
Diba?
blood.
So, do you wanna hear him speaking in Bisaya?
Mayang gabi, Zari Balikos. Salamat kayo sa pagtanaw, sa pagsuporta sa Pageant Magpils, and also sa pagsuporta sa Nako, sa Misters of Filipinas. Thank you.
All right, there you go.
Kita po.
Ayan, hopefully we get to see you in person. Anyways, so oh, meron pang humabol. Go Team Cebu from Kent Tan Astorga. Oh,
Hello, man. Thank you.
Junichi, how are you, Junichi? Good evening to you. I miss you, Junichi. And yes, hello Maria Banaw Espada. And maayong gabi po, Jong. Ah, iba, Jong.
Dong.
Amping,
It's
Dong.
Zong po. Zong.
Zong, paano yun?
Kaya term po din
Amping mo
ako.
diha and good luck. Ang alam ko, Dong di ba? Ayan, good. Okay, night to candidates. Go team. All right. Thank you so much. Ano yung pangalan? Miss Piav's cat, Miss Rabia. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I work with Kevin in the industry and he's just one of the kindest person I've met. Go, Kevin. Hi, Sir Mike Trump
Thank
Kasaba.
you, Mark.
Ayan, puro ano tayo ngayon, puro shout out. Ang daming nagpapa-shout out. Hello. Gilbert Tan Maniego. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so there you go. Dami mong fans, ha? Lang fresh nyo pong dalawa. Ah! Junichi ha. Ang fresh nyo pong dalawa. Junichi ha. Ano bang gusto mo, Junichi?
Mas
Actually,
fresh po si Jude. Kahit,
ay
kahit,
sobra.
kahit kakatapos lang ng gym, fresh pa din. Ganun si Jude.
Ay,
Sir Proud.
sobra. Sobra. Kasi nga laging ano yan, sagana sa tawag dito, sa skincare. Ayan, sa facial. Di ba, Jun? Sagana sa facial. Sana lahat. All right. So going back to you, Ed. So I believe that our introduction was really very, 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 very short. So ang haba ng very, di ba? Because it's really very, very short. So can you tell us more about yourself to get to know you well, aside from what we have already mentioned during the introduction? Mhm.
Yeah, aside from working in the RTW company in a
Mhm.
mall in Cebu, I'm also part of the Sangguniang Committee in my barangay, the Alegria. I am a member of the FA Councilor, and because of that, I create some activities and seminars to support the young generation, my friends.
Mhm. Grabe, napakaano naman nitong ano, Ed Almars. Ed, I would like to believe in you. But anyway, thank you so much, Ed. Yan, nakaka-flatter lang. Ayan. So, you are a Sangguniang Kabataan member?
Yes po. An
Oo,
SK Councilor po.
counselor, as in parang kagawad. Ganun.
Yes po.
Okay, so, um, tawag dito, nakalimutan ko na tuloy yung sasabihin ko na-conscious tuloy ako sa'yo, Ed, ha? Diba?
Bakit
Anyways,
po?
ha?
Sabi nga ni June, fresh tayong dalawa.
Ha? Ano
Fresh
daw?
tayong dalawa. Sabi kay June. Dinichi Yabushi.
Nako, nakakahiya naman kay Junichi. Nakakahiya naman kay Junichi, di ba? Anyways, so as a kagawad, no? As a kagawad, ano na yung mga ginagawa mo, ganyan? What have you been doing as kagawad, especially during pandemic?
During the pandemic, I was assigned in the healthcare committee. So what I did is donating some face mask, face shield, and also
Mm-hmm.
reminding all the Cordovanos, Galileanos in my
Mm-hmm.
barangay that we should be strict in safety protocol, that is social distancing. And if ever we have something like to go out or to go
Mm-hmm.
out of the house, we should always use our proper hygiene, like putting
Mm-hmm.
sanitizer in our hands always, and also proper wearing the face mask.
Mm-mm. Good, huh? 'Di ba? And during pandemic as well, I believe that RTW is one of the businesses or companies that are being affected. So, how did you somehow manage that, or how did you work on it?
Actually, before working in the RTW company, I was working as a ground attendant in the international airport. So I would
Mm.
say that the aviation company was very affected a lot, especially in those time
Oo.
of pandemic. And when I was working in the as a supervisor in RTW, what I really hate the most is that people who are not wearing proper face shield, because wearing face shield is a must upon entering the mall, the prestigious mall that I was working.
Vicinity.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
So I always kept reminding my members, my team, my employees, that you should always tell our customers to have a proper social distancing. So that is.
Mm-mm. Yeah, at least
And what
keep
we
on
did,
reminding them. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and what we did is we always sanitize our areas every 2 hours. Yeah, because that is important. Because different people are entering our stores, so yes,
Mm-hmm.
just to be what we call this, just to be safe for a safety, mm, for
Mm-hmm.
all the people, as well as the employees.
Mm-hmm. So speaking of being a supervisor in a RTW as well, no? Still speaking about being a supervisor in an RTW, how was the sales? How did it affect? Well, it's
We started
pandemic. Are
from
there's
that,
are there's
yeah.
people going to going to, yeah, going out for shopping, something like that, right? Mm-hmm.
Actually, we have a lot of. We didn't expect the number of foot traffic that was entering our store, but sadly, most of the customers that's entering our store, 50% of them are the store buyer. Yeah, so our daily goal was like this kind of quantity, but we can get only by 70%. That was last year, 2019, because
Mm-hmm.
that time was very hard, especially in those time of pandemic. But
Mm-hmm.
right now we are fighting back. We are working on it, especially in our sales. So yeah, blessedly we get our goal daily. Most of
Mm-hmm.
it on weekend because most people are like free from work and have their family life. So yes,
Mm.
it's our goal.
Subuhay.
Mm-mm.
Ayun.
Nakuha natin natin yung goal pag weekends, sir. Tsaka
Buti sa Cebu.
talaga.
Mayaman talaga ang mga Cebuanos. True enough, yeah.
Lahat, sir.
Okay, so I can see that you have so many things on your plate already. So you're already a leader as kagawad, or well, we can already consider that as a politician. It's already stepping stone to becoming a politician in the future. And at the same time, you are also a um an employee, being a supervisor in an RTW, or in a RTW rather. Mali ako. So in a RTW. So um how was that? You are joining the pageant, 'di ba? So how can you manage that? How can you handle the pressure, and of course the tasks that are really required in pageantry?
What I was focusing about is my physical attributes and my mind that is always be ready in these times of as I was entering the Mr. of Filipinas. While working is like when I work, I always have my mind to focus on this work. But
Mm-mm.
the day off, yes, I do some research, I do some training to enhance my skills to get
Mm-mm.
ready for the of Filipinas. That is what I did, sir.
So what normally is your concentration on your training?
Actually, I am not very kind of eloquent person, sir. So I do some training, especially in my communication skills.
Mhm. Oh, sana all, diba? O pa-shoutout daw kay Mark Chan Gabriel.
Hello, sir, Mark John. Is it? Hi, Mark John Gabriel. Thank you for watching.
Yeah. Thank you for watching, Mark Chan Gabriel and Justine Ilaria Olingay Gallic. Ano
Hello,
naman?
Miss Nilare. Thank you for watching.
Hi, DM! Finally, I saw you here. Ayan. Ayan. Pa-shoutout daw kay DM. Feeling ko you know DM, right? Mm-hmm.
Dispable,
Des,
Dispabiladeras.
Despabiladeras. Ayan. Ang haba naman kasi niyan, DM.
I believe she's
Despanal.
Spanish, sir.
Ha?
Dispal. I cannot
You
quietly
cannot
her.
pronounce, di ba?
Yeah.
Ayan. Hi, Sir Toto Antonio. Shoutout daw. And, yeah. Mhm.
Hi, sir.
Alright. Uy, Arvin. Buti na nandito ka na naman, no, Arvin. Thank you so much, Arvin. Ayan. Friends talaga tong si Arvin at saka si DM. Ayan. Mhm.
Sir, sir.
Shoutout mo sila. Shoutout mo si
Hi,
Arvin.
Marvin. Thank you for watching.
Mhm. Feeling ko bet ka ni Arvin. Ayan. I mean, support as a supporter, of course. Bet kanyang suportahan dito. Kasi
Thank you.
mahilig mag-support ang mga to eh. Ayan. Right, Arvin? Okay. Ayun. Continuing with our getting to know, right? Diba? So, when did you start joining pageants?
Before pandemic, I joined pageants for almost 2 years, and
Mm-hmm.
my first time joining pageant was in Cordova. I was crowned as Mr. Cordova 2016, and that was my first time. And right now, this is my first time joining also in a national pageant, which is the Misters of Filipinas.
Okay. Ayan. So, ayan. Shout out daw. Shout out. Doy Ands. Yan.
Hello, Doy, and
O, ayan. O, sabi ni Chester o ni Arvin. Yes, ha. Proud admin of Hana. O.
wow.
Yan. Diba? O, magagaling yung mag-support ang mga yan. Very, very ano sila. How shall I say? Parang very religious. If I may describe, 'di ba? Na shoutout ka na kanina ninyo, 'di ba?
Hello, Kelvin. Thank you.
Chat lang ninyo. All right, so 'di ba? Kinacharot ko lang kayo, guys. So ayun, so you mentioned that this is your first national pageant. So yeah. So why did you choose Misters of Filipinas? Given that we have other male pageants in the country. Mhm.
Actually, Mr. Sa Filipinas is a great platform not just for self-improvements, but also to help our self, especially in showcasing our talents and skills, and also promoting our advocacy. So, yes,
Mhm.
I would say that Mr. Sa Filipinas is a perfect platform for us male in joining male pageants.
Oh, iba rin. Ibang hataw ng ano ha, ng Mr. sa Philippines. Hi Adonis Espinosa Hermano.
Hello,
Shout out
Adode.
na.
Thank you.
Adonis talaga, hindi Adonis.
Adonis.
Hi Dandy Jan Estrera, all the way from Lapu-Lapu City. Oh, nga kababayan mo to
Bayan.
ha. And he's my best friend. And
Hmm.
ano nga pala to, tawag dito, mentor yan, Q&A mentor yan.
Hmm.
You
Nice
should
to
meet
meet
him. Yeah. You should meet up with him. Naku, ang galing-galing niya. Grabe.
you soon.
Yeah. With facial expression talaga, Dandy, ha? Yan. Yeah. What's this? Ba't ang dami? Ay, nag-ano lang siya.
Yeah, she was my workmate in an airport, sir.
Okay. Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Lovelian.
Hello,
Lovelian, no? Lovely.
it's
Lovely
lovely.
May. Ay,
It's like
lovely.
yeah, to
Ah,
just entertain.
nakakahiya. Like, lovely daw. Nakakahiya, lovely pala.
It's okay, sir.
All right. Oi, Jen Andre, how are you? It's been
Brother,
quite a
thank you.
long while. Jen Andre, when are you going to guest? Okay. Hmm. So, hi Glenda. Ang daming ano ha. Oh, my neighbor knows him, sabi ni Dandy. My God, Dandy ha. Yes, we'll definitely ask that later. Okay, we'll definitely go back to you, Adonis. All right. So we'll continue our getting to know. Kasi gusto ko pang malaman ang makilala more si ano. So you mentioned we mentioned a while back that you have a degree on aircraft maintenance technology. Can you tell us more about this? It's my first time to hear about this.
Oh,
Ang alam ko mga yung mga pang-piloto ganyan. I believe this
mhm.
aircraft maintenance is something different, right?
Yes, sir. Mhm.
Mhm.
Aircraft maintenance is like an engineer in aircraft, sir. They're the one
Mhm.
who maintaining the aircraft. If there are needs to be repaired, they're the ones who will repair the aircraft, sir. So aircraft maintenance. Mhm.
Oh, parang mekaniko.
Yep. Yes, mechanic. Yep.
See. Yun pala yun. There you go. So, parang aircraft maintenance. Pero, sumasama rin kayo sa ano, sa flights, mga ganyan.
Once, sir, when I had my OJT, sir,
Mm-hmm.
I was like lucky enough to ride in the helicopter because
Mm-hmm.
I did my OJT on the airbase. Just great to mention, yeah, I did my OJT in airbase, so yeah, I was lucky that I get ride on
Here in
the
Manila. Here in
no
Manila.
booster here in Cebu, Mactan,
Ah,
Lapu-Lapu.
okay. Okay. Yes, good evening, Gino Rodriguez Buenaventura, all the way from Nueva Ecija. So, ibig sabihin, being an aircraft, anong tawag doon? Aircraft
Manila.
maintenance, um, all the kinds of aircrafts talaga. Hindi yung particular aircraft, particular parang aeroplano lang, ganyan, particular helicopter lang.
Oh yes, sir. All kinds of aircraft, but you need to study first what kind of aircraft you are going to repair or to look for or to maintain.
Mm-mm. So is it ideal that you also go with the pilot, parang ganon? That you also fly with the pilot,
Hmm.
parang ganon?
Uh,
Something like in every aircraft, ganyan, there should be one maintenance.
that is rarely seen, sir. In aircraft maintenance, that was like a flight maintenance. Is what they call,
Mhm.
yeah, a flight maintenance. Like, you will go with that aircraft because like they were assigned on that aircraft, sir. So yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
may flight maintenance din pala. Yes, Jan Andrea, miss you po sir. Yeah, I really do miss you. See you soon, kailan? When are you going to visit Metro Manila pala? Good luck, Team BNB. Ano yung BNB?
Oh, BNB is our management, sir. And John
Oh,
Andre is one of my brothers, yeah.
oo.
Eh,
Magaling din tong si Jan Andre eh.
opo, oo.
Alright. Mm-hmm. So, I think we have to move forward. Okay. Actually, there are some questions in here about your pageant journey. So let me just pull this up. Why did you join a pageant even if we are facing a pandemic? So it's coming from Arvin Chester. Thank you so much, Arvin. Mhm.
As what I've said a while ago, that pageant is a great platform for promoting your advocacy. You know
Mhm.
what? Joining a pageant in these times of pandemic is like giving us hope, a hope where we can inspire the others, a hope that we can nurture ourselves and to hone our skills. That's it. So I would say that joining in pageant in this time of pandemic, it's not a problem.
And it's relevant.
Mm-mm, yes, sir.
Inunahan na sila.
It's like
Inuna-
you're
Uy,
showcasing your municipality. Isn't that right? You're
mm,
proud. You're the pride of
yeah.
your own municipality, sir.
That's right. All right. Now, Ed, we are going to play Have You Ever Had? I believe that you are very much familiar with this.
Yes, sir.
Um, right? So, let me know when you are ready. However, I'm not yet ready.
Ready?
Ay, nako. When I am ready.
Okay, sir.
Ayun. So, there you go. So, very ano lang to, tawag dito, ang kalimutan ko sabihin ko. Um, there you go. So, modified lang naman siya or simplified from never had I ever. Okay? Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Are you
I'm
able
here
to
po.
hear me? Yan. So, this is just modified from never had I ever. So,
Mm.
napakasimple lang naman nito. Alright? So, guys, brace yourselves and let's reveal something or more of Ed Kevin. All right. So, first off, have you ever had worn an oversized or undersized pair of shoes?
Actually, once when I was on elementary days, I wore my
Mm-hmm.
dad's shoes that was on like how do you call this? The pre-graduation ball on
Mm-hmm.
elementary. Yeah, yeah. I
Uh-uh.
need to wear that leather shoes because it's what my mom said. It's need to be paired with my formal wear. So yeah, I wore my dad's shoes and
Grade
it's kind
school.
of yeah.
Grade school, di ba? Oh my God. How was that? Grade school? Tapos quiz.
Nakakahiya po talaga, sir. Buti
Parang
lang hindi naman din kasi malaki din po yung pants na sinusuot ko.
how I just can't imagine, huh? Your father's shoes where a father's shoes is worn by
Mm.
a grade six, right?
Yes, sir.
By a 12-year-old or yeah, 12-year-old or 11-year-old, di ba? Parang ang laki nun ha. Grabe siya. Grabe ka, mami. Have you ever had snack out from home?
Honestly, when I go out from my home, when I was invited with,
Good
especially now,
boy.
so when I was high school,
Mm-mm.
bawal.
Good boy.
Pero
Grabe, good
pag
boy
mga cousins ko
naman.
po, yung kasama ko po, okay lang sila. Pero pag mga kaibigan ko lang sa school, mm,
Mm-mm.
she always asks me if where to go or what time you go home after that. So there's no such thing for me to lie for my mom because yeah, my mom knows best all the time.
Oh, syempre, syempre, of course. How about this? Have you ever had a wish to be a girl?
When I was elementary, sir, my
Mm.
best friend is my sister. When
Mhm.
I go to school, I'm always with my sister. When I go out, she always waited for me after school. So yeah, there was time that I think about like, what if I am a girl? What if I am a girl? Maybe I should play with my sister. Maybe I can relate to her because she has a lot of toys, especially those Barbie dolls. And I get only these like video games when I was a child and watching only movies, Disney movies. So yeah, I think
Limited.
like yeah, limit was only her. I would think to myself like, what if I am a girl? Maybe I can relate to her. Maybe I can get to play with her, because yeah, I only have my sister and then I didn't get a chance to play with my neighbors all the time.
Mm. So parang ano, parang napakahirap makipag-relate kasi nga you have two different kinds of how shall I say toys kasi yung
Mhm.
isa may feminine yung sa'yo ay very masculine, no? Ayun. Anyways, let's move on to asking, have you ever had a crush on your instructor or professor or a teacher back in high school?
No,
Oh,
no, because all my teachers are all like same age with my mom. They're more likely like 40 years old, around 40, 50. So yeah, I never had the chance to have a crush on them.
grabe ka naman. So kapag ka matatanda na, hindi na,
Oh,
gano'n.
like I I looked up to them and like I was thinking like they're also like my mom. So yeah, I never had a crush on them because I respect them. And then it's
Okay.
like,
How about have you ever had worn your, do you have a brother? Brother's clothes?
oh yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever had tried to, sorry, have you ever had worn your brother's clothes?
No, sir, because most of my clothes are I gave them to my brother. Mm,
Okay.
Gave them.
Younger.
Yes, po. We were 8 years gap,
Uh-uh.
so it's kind of small for me to wear it.
So hand me down, hina-hand me down. So you don't get a chance to wear your brother's clothes. Siguro yung father mo.
Father, yeah. Father, yeah. That's true.
Di ba? Di ba? Si father ang sinusuot. Di ba? Di ba? Sa bagay, yung sinuot mo na nga yung shoes niya, di ba? Why not? Di ba? Lalo na ngayon, mas malaki ka na, di ba? Yeah. How about have you ever had sold your pre-loved, any of your pre-loved items?
Hmm. If I have a pre-love, no, sir, because I think of my items, my clothes, my gadgets as my like hard work. Because of my hard work, I get to
Sentimental
buy that,
value.
from my own salary. So yeah, I didn't sold all my clothes and items. Actually, I have these cards when I was young, like I was like 10 years old. Right now, I only right now nandito pa rin, sir. Nandito pa rin sa akin yung mga cards. And I hid it under my closet.
Ay,
Yeah, I
talaga.
usually post
A
it whenever,
collection. Yeah. You
yeah,
can
collect
sell that after.
trading cards.
Yeah. Mm. Can sell that after with actually mas mahal siya when you sell it kapag kunyari
Oh,
parang naging antique na siya
oh,
ganon,
yeah.
'di
But for
ba?
me, no.
Magiging collector's item kasi siya eh. At hi
It's my
Kevin, yeah.
hello,
Michelle
hi,
Joy Paday.
Miss Michelle. She was my trainer, sir, in QA.
Okay. Hi
Miss Michelle.
Miss Michelle. Miss
Thank you for
Michelle, ikaw pala
participating
yung
in
crush niya. Joke. Anyways, have you ever had fallen in love with your best friend? Hello?
Because
Yes.
of yes, because of my friends also. Because of my
Mhm.
friends. If it's okay to mention her, her name is Camille, sir. She was my neighbor. She was my kababata when I was
Mhm.
still a child, and we were like playing. Yeah, we were playing together with my friends, my neighbors. Yeah. So
Parang,
what I call is that puppy love lang, sir. Ganun.
oo.
Puppy
Di ba
love lang.
parang
Trust,
mother,
trust.
father, di ba? Mother, father, mother,
Bye bye.
di ba? Di ba mother, father, di ba? Oo, di ba? Ganun, di ba? Kapag ka mga bata, di ba? Sige, ikaw yung daddy, ako naman ang mommy, ganun. Have you ever had eaten some street foods, Pinoy street foods, of course, such as chicken intestine or chicken isaw and the likes?
Yes,
Mhm.
sir. That's my favorite. Balot. You know, balot. That's my favorite, sir.
Oh.
I eat it like every week, once a week, because when I get to home after my gym, there's this balot
Mhm.
seller guy. Yeah, his balot is because of his vinegar. It's what made me like favorite it. What do you call this? Dahil sa suka na ginagamit, sir. Parang iba talaga. If you know
Kinukurat?
tuba, so
Ay,
yes,
hindi.
may
Kinukurat.
medyo hanggat, ganun, may medyo ahang. Tapos tuba, if you
Oo.
know tuba, sir, made of
Mm-mm. Sugar
coconut.
cane.
Yes, yun.
Sugar cane or coconut? Yeah.
Coconut, I guess it's coconut, sir. Tuba.
Ah,
Yes.
coconut. Okay. Ay, ito ba? Coconut. Sorry. Yeah. Personal story, Keme, sabi ni Madam. Yes. Kasi gusto namin siya makilala, Madam. Ayun. Have you ever had too much fun at a party?
Mm. Yes,
Ah.
with my friends. But
Mm.
I go home for most likely 4 a.m. And
Oo.
ayoko talagang like maarawan, sir, like yung mga 6 a.m. It's no, no. It's like a vampire feeling. Ganon.
Hmm.
Tatsa ka
Mukhang
ng dog,
so,
gusto uwi ka
lakas
ng
maka ano, lakas maka Robert Pattinson, 'di ba?
ayaw ko
'Di
talagang
ba?
maarawan, sir, pag galing ng party. Parang,
Mm. Okay, malay natin, 'di ba? Have you ever tried cutting classes?
honestly, once, sir, in my high school, because I have this very bad stomach. And then I was kind of shy to tell my teacher and also to my classmates. So yes, I need to get out from that class and go to the bathroom for most likely 1 hour because of this bad stomach. Yeah, I need to excuse myself. I cannot say that I I'm cutting classes because of personal reason. Yeah.
Mm. At least, at least it was a valid reason to cut class.
But I was
Kasi,
excited to tell the professor and our classmates and my classmates that
naku, kasi parang lumang ano na kasi, parang lumang tugtugin na yung diarrhea.
once last week.
Lumang tugtugin na ang LBM, gano'n. Di ba? Ibang klase. So I guess guys, you could relate with him with those revelations that we just had, no? So, yes, when we return, guys, we will definitely talk more about social issues and his advocacy. So, please just stay tuned, guys, and we will definitely return after a few seconds, all right? After this short break. All right, we are back, and thank you so much for tuning in, guys. All right, so let's drop some questions from our viewers. So here we go. One of the questions coming from Adonis Espinosa Hermano. I'm curious, Mr. Kevin. Uh-huh. In this time of pandemic, how would you promote the tourism of Cordova? Mhm.
First, I will promote the tourism of Cordova through social media because that is one way or the basic solution when it comes with promoting your tourism. And also, I will invite the local tourists first, my fellow Filipino, the what's good about Cordova. I think that would be all. Mm.
Right. Thank you so much, Adonis.
The
Yeah,
local.
that's basically the one of the ways to to promote, 'di
Yeah.
ba? Kasi invite them, visit us,
Mhm.
'di ba? And see to yourself, 'di ba? 'Di ba? Ayun. So, another question coming from Arvin Chester Basihan. How can you enlighten those people who's struggling, who are basically struggling and keep on fighting during this pandemic?
During this pandemic, we sometimes lost our loved ones and our friends, but always remember that this happens for a reason, and always keep believing yourself that this too shall pass away. And also, because of the pandemic, it like restore our mother nature,
Mhm.
and uh, always remember that there's a hope after the storm, and this pandemic will will last, will end soon.
Ooh, yeah. I think that's one of the advantages as well of the of pandemic. It helped
So,
us realize, yeah, how we have been abusing the nature as well. I mean, our environment. So, actually, it shows. It was really very evident when the lockdown was implemented last year,
yeah,
and
it preserved our mother nature for almost like 6 months because
yes,
of
and
the
the sky was really very clear in Metro Manila during that time. Thank you so much, Arvin. All right,
that,
and
that
we have a question from Alan Soko from our YouTube. All right, so do you consider yourself a speaker or listener? Hmm.
I would consider myself as a listener because if you are a listener, you have something to speak. First you have to listen, and after listen is you feel the heart of the man or the woman you are talking with. You have to
Mm-hmm.
listen to her or him, and also to speak what is good from your heart. Also,
That's right.
always
Okay.
speak from your heart.
Yeah. Um, you can definitely appreciate someone speaking from the heart
Mm.
because that's where sincerity is coming from.
Everything is genuine. Yes.
Yes. Okay, Celeb Phil. Hello, gorgeous host. Yes, I am always. Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
a handsome guest.
Thank you, Salud.
Diba? Ganyan kayo ha. Lagi nyo akong ginaganyan. Ha? Diba? Alright, so thank you so much, Celeb. And we have a question coming from Joe Smith. Do you think swimwear around in male pageants still relevant? If yes, why do you think it is? Mm-hmm.
This for me is swimwear is relevant in the pageantries because in pageantries there's always a swimwear, right? For
Yes,
me,
that's
swimwear is like showing yourself that you are confident, showing
true.
yourself that you are capable. In swimmer around is like you're just being jolly and you're just being happy from what you have, and socially,
Mhm.
especially you are um, happy and confident about your physique. So yeah, swimmer is relevant in pageants
And we
for me.
cannot deny swimwear competition is always one of the much awaited, much awaiting event or segment
Yes,
of the
sir.
pageant. Kasi kapag walang swimmer, parang,
Uh,
ay, walang
the
kwenta.
exactly ang sir pag walang swimmer.
Diba?
Imagine,
Swimwear,
imagine,
evening
bro,
gown, diba? Oo.
imagining that if there is no swimmer, how about no long gown or formal wear?
Diba?
This
Mm,
yes, sir.
that's right. Diba? Thank you so much, Joe Smith. And as in, ano ko na talaga tong si Joe Smith, suki ko na talaga siya every night. Mm. Yan, Arvin. Wow. Talagang sinusuportahan ka ni nito. Gusto niya maging admin mo. Alright. So, what skill did you learn during the quarantine last year?
Mm. The
Mm-hmm.
skill that I've learned is I don't think if this is skill, virtue and a value that is teamwork and helping one another. Yes, because during those time of pandemic, a lot of people are suffering. So what we need is to help one another,
Mm-hmm. All
help one
right.
another, and support one another.
Okay. Always gorgeous. Inaantok sa bus. Yeah, I am really feeling sleepy. Diba? Oh, Nino Pili. Thank you so much, Arvin, once again. So, Nino Pili, do you think there is a double standard for physical appearances between males and female?
For me, sir, is just to be confident from what you have, regardless of your race, color, or gender.
Mm-hmm.
Double standard is what I would call is like there is this standardization, or there
Mm-hmm.
is this what we call the society wants you what the society wants
What's
you
norm in the
to,
society?
yes. Yeah, just to be confident with your physical and also accept your flaws. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and accept the creativity of
No,
everyone, diba?
the
So,
uniqueness.
yes.
They're unique in
The,
different ways.
mhm. And we are all different, diba? We are all different and unique. So, ayun. Thank you so much, Nino and Doy, and to Mr. Cordova. Yes, it's not for me, but definitely, the question is definitely for me. So, what would you prioritize? First, if you win Misters of Filipinas 2021.
I will prioritize the my advocacy, which is the young youth empowerment. I will prioritize the young generation in my municipality. That is to help them and to inspire them to become a spokesperson, and yeah, to help them and to support them. That's what
Mm-hmm. All right.
it is, yeah. To be firm in my advocacy.
So kasi yeah, syempre, kaya ka nga 'di ba
Yes, we join
That's
the
basically the reason. That's basically the reason for joining. So work on your advocacy. Guwapo ka ayos, Kevin Pak. Gahod OD? I know what's Gahod OD.
Actually, sir, what she meant is guapo is pogi. Gahot is like you answer it precisely, or D is.
Ah,
Thank you,
see.
Michelle. Miss Michelle,
Thank you
thank you.
po, Miss Michelle. All right. What can you say to the citizens that are eligible to vote for the upcoming election? O your
Hmm.
message to them na lang.
Uh, Based on the research here, that the young generation right now, 60% of it are engaging or partake in the
Mhm.
government like election. So I want, for me as a advocate of youth empowerment, I will be the one who will teach them and to inspire them that we as a young generation, we have the voice to create for a bitterness in our future, and that is for our country.
Mhm. All right. So there you go. So yes, encourage everyone, those that are eligible, 'di ba? Those that are voting at voting age, to please do vote and vote
Wisely.
vote wisely. Yeah, vote wisely, 'di ba? So kilalanin na ang mga dapat na iboto bilang leader. Okay? So, wag lang mag-depend sa kung sino yung sikat. Yeah. And if you're fed up with the government, so wag kang mag-depend kung ano yung tawag dito, pino tawag dito yung ha nire-recommend ng government. So, you yourself should definitely kilalanin
Should know.
ang ang iyong iboto, right? So,
Mm.
Dandy, a question coming from Dandy, what is your branding if you are going to promote tourism of Cordova? Oh, branding of tourism branding for Cordova. Mm-hmm.
I am proudly saying that we have this soon to be the longest bridge in Cordova,
Mm-hmm.
soon to be the longest bridge here in the Philippines, the CCLX, the Cebu
Oh.
Cordova Expressway, that is
Mm-hmm.
now 80% complete and soon to open next year, 2022. So the best branding for tourism in my Cordova is that we have this largest, the longest bridgeway connecting the island of Cordova and to the main city of Cebu. So that will
Mm-hmm.
be our branding soon next year.
Mm-hmm. So, what would be your particular somehow parang tagline, mga ganon?
um, Cordova, the limelight of Philippines.
Oo, taray, 'di ba?
Cordova in the
Spotlight,
limelight of Philippines.
'di ba? Giving the spotlight for Cordova, 'di ba? Ayan. So I don't know if this was already asked from Michelle Joy Panday Hag. What is Misters of Filipinas for you? So it wasn't asked yet. Yeah. So what is Misters of Filipinas for you? I know you've already practiced this.
Actually, I'll add more, sir. Add more.
Go ahead.
Misters of Filipinas is a great platform for us men because this counterpart for like Binibining Pilipinas, right? Is
Mhm.
a national pageant promoting different culture and municipalities, province in the Philippines. Misters of Filipinas is a great platform again to promote also your advocacy, and which is my advocacy, the youth empowerment. So
Mhm.
yeah, Misters Filipinas is a gateway for us men to inspire others.
Mhm. So visit farmers. Joke. Joke lang. Alright. Very articulate. Bet ko na siya. Pasok na pasok, sabi ni Adonis. Ayan. Saan mo siya ipasok, Adonis? Alright. So from Nino Pili, have you ever experienced being criticized for competing pageantry? If so, how did you handle it? Mhm.
For me,
Laging may pa-follow up question tong si Nino eh.
for me, I've never experienced any criticism from others, sir. But
Mhm.
I heard others, like from my past pageants, they heard like a bashes or mga negative comments from them. But for me, if I receive any criticism, I will accept it as a in a positive way. Make
Mhm.
this as your motivational. Make this as your motivational for change that is to enhance yourself, especially
Mhm.
those things that they are talking about.
Mhm.
You enhance what you have and also accept your flaws. That's it.
Mhm. Well, ano nga ba yung tanong ko kanina? Kalimutan ko na naman ang tanong. Pasensya talaga, parang ewan ko itong nangyari dito sa vaccine na to. Ewan ko. Yeah, I was actually asking about this also. I was actually thinking of a question, formulating a question a while ago while you were answering this. So, kalimutan ko. Sorry. Nadidimnesya na ako.
Take your
Nadidimensya ako sa sa vaccine. No? I can't blame vaccine. Anyways, um ayun. So nasabi mo kanina you have never experienced yet being bashed, right? Okay,
luck.
para sa iyo ha. When do you when do you say that the comment is definitely bashing, or when could you say that it is just a um how shall I say, criticism, or constructive criticism? There you go.
When you like read in the comments like those negative infos about you, just like that, or things that you need to change.
Mm-hmm.
Just like example, like you have a big tummy, you have a very fat, you need to do some workout, and then for me to accept, yes, you need to accept it. You need to accept it and to accept that the you need to accept it and also make something that will enhance yourself. Just accept it in a positive way. That's all.
Okay. Thank you. And yeah, just try to, just try to filter as well yung mga comments. By the way, do you also read social media, or do you also read comments when you are competing?
Most of my comments are like they're very supportive. They
Mhm.
comments most of like go and you can do this, like motivational comments. So yeah, I read comments a lot and I answer them in a nice way with my heart and to thank them always for
Um,
being supportive in this journey.
Sana all. Sana all. Di ba? Kasi di ba, most of the beauty queens are actually receiving bashing. Di ba?
Mm,
Negative comments, di ba?
mm,
Mhm. All right. So good for you, di ba? Lucky you that you are not receiving those kinds of negative
Yes, sir.
comments, because yeah, there's
That's what
really
I would say,
yeah,
sir. I am so lucky that I didn't
mhm.
receive any negative comments.
Yeah,
Even that.
because there's really big difference between bashing and constructive criticism. Yeah, because when we speak of constructive criticism, that definitely could help you as a
Mhm,
person, could definitely somehow suggest or recommend something that couldn't
mhm,
definitely um, offend you in some way. However, bashing, when we speak of bashing, that's something like going beyond, diba? Or somehow going
Build the
below the
belt,
belt.
build the belt,
Yeah.
yes, build the belt
Yeah.
comment that is not like fit, like away from comments.
Yeah,
Get what you say.
like they're like commenting just to
Hurt
to drag you down.
to drag you
Yeah.
down. Hurt you. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So there you go. Ah, Arvin is asking, why should you win Misters of Filipinas? Why not?
Why not? Simple
Yeah.
answer. No,
Yeah.
hmm, always remember that you just keep your feet on the ground and you join Misters of Filipinas to inspire and to promote your advocacy. So why should I win Misters of Filipinas? Because you have the attitude. Always remember that the attitude is important because if you have a good attitude, yes, everything follows.
Alright.
Be
Diba?
positive.
Mhm. And of course, 'di ba? Of course, ang tawag, lagi sinasabi namin 'to, energy. Nakalimutan ko naman energy.
Energy.
Ang dami ko nakalimutan, oh my God. Huh. Naantok kasi ako eh. Hindi gumagana. Pasensya po hindi masyadong gumagana ang utak ko kasi kagigising ko lang kanina.
So,
Alright. Mhm.
coffee or
Ha?
celebrity. Hindi the tea, celebrity.
Yeah,
Coffee
hindi ka
flavor.
nagpapadala tong celebrity eh. Nakainis.
Kailangan mo yan ngayon, sir. Sorry.
Nakainis. Sama ng ano ko ngayon ha. Sama na nagkakalat ako ngayon ha. Kaloka. Ayun. Anyways, law of attraction. Yun pala yun. Law of attraction. Yung
Oh.
energy na yun. Yun. So it's a law of attraction. When you think that you could win, definitely you will win.
Mm.
Diba? Of course, just give
Think
all your efforts naman, 'di ba? Instead of expect parang you are only expecting from the luck ganyan or you are only depending from the luck. Of
mm.
course, hindi 'yun mangyayari. You should also have to put some efforts. Mhm. Yan. Another one from Arvin Chester Bazihan. If there is a place in Cordova that you wanted us to see, where would it be?
I will invite them in a romantic place in Cordova,
Where is
the
that?
10,000 Roses.
Ah, doon
Located
pala yung
on-
roses.
Yes, sir. It is located in Cordova, sir. Actually, there
Oo.
is this cafe, and this cafe put like thousands of roses that will light on evening. So it is best if you visit the Thousand Roses in mid 5 p.m. before sunset.
Mhm.
It's a good view in there. You can see the city lights in the evening, and also you can see the bridge, the soon
Mm.
to be the bridge, the Cordoba.
I'm just curious about that 3,000 roses. How
Sorry,
did they
10,000 roses. Sorry,
huh?
10,000 roses.
Like 10,000 roses. I'm just curious about that. How did they come up with that? What's the inspiration of me of doing such?
Actually, sir, this cafe is owned by Koreans.
Mhm.
If I'm not mistaken, it was owned by the Koreans, and they were inspired by this a place in Korea that there are thousands of roses that will light in the evening. Yeah, so they're inspired and they put these 10,000 roses in Cordova. Actually, when this was first opened, there are lots of people visiting 10,000 roses.
Eh, nagsawa na.
Yes, and they're expecting like it's natural rose.
Oo.
Actually, it's not natural rose; it's man-made roses. They put bulb
Mhm.
in it, light.
Mhm. Oo, oo. Hmm.
Actually, nagtawa.
San
For almost a week, still, there's a lot of people visiting in that place. And I am proud of that. Yes.
I will
Because-
bring you the kids.
yes, because in the grand opening, I was also invited in that place.
Mhm.
And I
Ay.
didn't expect that this place will go boom. A lot of people will visit it.
Hmm. I will bring you there, kapatid Franz. So 10,000 roses, malapit lang sa bahay. There is a roses in There is a Roses 2 in Korea. I'm not sure if it's in Busan. Di ba Busan yun yung ano, yung
Trip.
train? Ay, ayoko sa Busan. Charot.
Ay,
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Arvin, for the
thank you
question.
so much.
Uh,
Oh,
all right, we have a question again coming from Nino Pili. And ang bait, ang sisipag ng mga to. If you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that be? Puro mga pageant questions, ha?
if I get to talk to my younger self, I would say that just dream big because
Mm.
dreaming is limitless, and also enjoy your life while you are young because
Mm-hmm.
you will not get younger as your age will go up. Yeah, just enjoy yourself because you are young and be with yourself. That's it. Mm.
They yourself, yes.
Mm.
Yun naman
Dream.
talaga yung pinakadapat na ano na i-advise sa bata para hindi ma-let go yung para hindi nila mawala yung self-esteem.
Yes, sir.
And they could gain confidence.
Exactly.
Mhm. Lantaw Floating Restaurant, the best. Ito naman pala si Arvin. Oh, may place ka palang alam. Bakit mo magtatanong ka pa ng place na gusto mong puntahan
Pero
niya
po,
pa?
from Cebu. Sir Arvin is from Cebu because he know a lot of place in Cordova. Actually, Lantau Floating Restaurant is just beside of the 10,000 Roses.
Oo naman pala eh. Ayan.
That is one of the famous restaurant in Cordova also. The Lantau.
Desmal ka talaga, Kevin. Very light ang mga tanungan ngayon.
Thank you.
Very light, yes. Kasi yun ang mga tanong sa mga comment section eh. So, ayun. Na-miss na ako mo adto Cebu. Nakapuyo ka adto for 3 years. Wow. Cebuano ka pala, Jomar Digamon. Yes. Jomar Digamon is one of our suki every night. Thank you so much, Jomar, for dropping by. And he has a question, actually. Ayun. So, ganun ang segue. Charot. Pageant is evolving from time to time. So, what could be the best or the biggest, rather, a change you can foresee in male pageantry in the next 5 years? Oh, iba rin.
Hopefully, pandemic will not last in 5 years. So, what I will foresee in the next pageant after 5 years is that hopefully it will be normal with the normal flow, normal journey for the new candidates. As the time is evolving, pageantry is also evolving, actually. Right now, they're not focusing on body physique. What is important is how genuine or how sincere you are in joining those pageants, especially on how you touch the lives and how you inspire the others. That is important.
Mhm. Yeah, that is really very noticeable right now. No, that the pageants has been evolving. Like
Mhm.
before, like before, kasi no, height is might. When you are tall, you can easily get recognized and easily for you to to win the title. But this time, it's not only about those external we could see those external physical
Personality, yes,
that
physical
we can.
personalities.
Mhm. So it's more of
The purpose of joining.
authenticity, purpose of joining, authenticity, and being genuine as well. Yeah. Ayun, hindi yung gagawa ka lang ng tawag dito, ng advocacy just because you are joining. So make sure that it's really
Relate.
genuine and authentic. Yeah.
Yes.
And yung talaga, um, it could last for long, ganyan. Hindi yung pansamantala lang and hindi yung parang sinasabi mo lang yung advocacy mo, diba?
Yes.
Without really a solid plan for it. Diba? So, I think that's something that I could share with this. Ayun. So, sabi ni, thank you so much, Joe Mardigamon. Naalala ko lang po, kasi sinabi niya yung 1,000, 10,000 roses, katabi lang po yun. Also from Manila po ako when here to visit Simala and Cebu City. Yes, Arvin, thank you so much. I'm just kidding, Arvin. All right, so I'm very much sure, Ed, Kevin, or Ed, that you are very much aware of what we call poverty in the Philippines. Yeah, and there are some who would say that the reason of poverty in the Philippines is basically due to lack of education, or shall we say illiteracy. What's your take on this?
For me, it's not just about literacy or lack of education.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's about what we call this, the equal opportunities to everyone. Because not all people have equal opportunities, even if you are rich or poor or you live in slums. What we need right now is equality, and also hard work and the perseverance. Not just about because of your lack of education.
Mm-hmm.
While we are young, we can do like maybe a hard work, like put some business to help your family, like that, or
Mm-hmm.
um, invest while you have plenty of time.
Mm-hmm.
Invest more time about um, yeah, make some business
Mm-hmm.
or a simple business to help yourself, because most of people do some online selling. So and that is the best way of providing yourself, especially your basic needs. So,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
All right. You mentioned a while back equal opportunities.
mm,
That it's one of the factors that could definitely alleviate poverty, if I understood it very correctly,
mm.
right? So, can you um, can you tell us more about equal opportunity? What do you mean by this? Can you enlighten us?
As what I have, as for my opinion, equal opportunity is like opportunity that was given from the governments, like uh, free education or a support from the government to them. It's not because you are poor doesn't mean the government didn't help you or support you. Because for me, equal opportunity is like same opportunity, regardless of the position you have, even if you are rich or poor. That's for me,
Mm-hmm.
equal opportunity.
So regardless of our social status,
Standard. I still
yeah, regardless of social status, the opportunities to somehow to have a good quality of education should be just equal to everyone. Yeah. So
yes.
does this mean therefore that there should be no more private, that there should be no more like public schools or universities? Something like everyone is just like for public schools. So there's no more private schools. Is that what this means?
As what I have known is that private school was more or less like didn't it's like a it's didn't the private school was is not hold by the government, while the public school was like because of the support of the government. Yes, private school and public school, there's nothing wrong with that as long as they have the same teachings or the
Mm-hmm.
same
Quality of
yeah,
education standard. Mm.
yes.
Yeah, that's definitely correct, no? Kasi nga
Mhm.
when you are studying in a private school, there is somehow a notion that studying in a private school gives a better quality of education than that of studying in the government schools, right? So yeah, hopefully nga that we can be able um to attain this equal opportunity, particularly on education, and get away of the notion on studying in a private school is much better than studying in a government school or a public school. Yeah, that's
Actually,
correct.
sir, I am sorry, I
Mm-hmm.
graduated in a government school that is Philippine State College of Aeronautics at the
Mm-hmm.
Aircraft Maintenance Technology. And I am proud of that school, my alma mater, because most of the license exam, most of the uh, voters who take these exams are from that school, the government school.
Mm-hmm.
Because in our place we have this mini private school about aviation industry, but on the licensure exam po,
Mm-hmm.
marami po mga student na galing sa public school or government school that was on a high position.
Mm-hmm.
Sila po yung usually mga makakuha ng mga malaking grado. So yeah, I am proud as a graduate from a government school.
Yeah, that's right. Kasi nga, government school are really one of the best naman talaga. The government school has a good standard, good quality of education. It's just that there is this. It's just the notion. It's just a
Yes,
notion actually that I don't know where how did it start? No, how did it begin? Why parang nagkaroon ng ganyang notion among
yes,
us, yeah, among us Filipinos na when you come from this kind of school, then you have a better um, education. Parang ganyan. Na, parang not realizing that studying in a government school, especially on state universities, di ba? Well, it's
yes.
just really very difficult to maintain grades as well in state universities, and gain a grade of 3, di ba?
And
Mm-mm.
actually, the major factor of that, sir, is because of lack of tools or things or what do you
Mm-mm.
call this, or more educational, like yeah, lack of tools and
Mm-hmm.
lack
Siguro,
of
yeah,
yeah,
equipments, mga ganyan.
yes. The private
Mga
schools cannot
education, yes.
yes, but the public
Mm-mm.
school is donated from the government. So
Yes. And sana, ayun. Anyways, yes, hello Roy Cruz all the way from Papua New Guinea. Thank you so much for dropping. Yeah, he's actually in Papua New Guinea. He's a friend of mine. And all right, so let's continue our um, conversation. Conversation. Now, I believe that you are also aware of the movements that the women are basically um, clamoring this time during clamoring today rather. So you know that women are basically clamoring for equality, and the movements is, we all know, the women empowerment. Are you not being threatened by these movements as men?
for me, women empowerment is never a threat to men
Mhm.
because they only want their voice to be heard, and that is they're fighting for their rights. You
Mhm.
know, the perfect example for that is Heidelin Diaz,
Mhm.
first Filipino woman who got a gold medal in the Tokyo
Mhm.
Olympics. You know, she is a perfect example for every woman who is very phenomenal, strong, and a pride to every woman, and also for us Filipinos. So, yeah, for me, women empowerment is just a voice for them to be empowered and to be known. That's
Mhm. So when we speak of equality among genders, what are we trying to to understand in this in here rather? What are we trying to understand in here? What equality are we really trying to um, are we really trying to how shall I say to address?
Mm.
Mhm,
Actually, they are also fighting for equal opportunities.
mhm,
So because most women can do what men does.
mhm,
So yes, for equalities, they are fighting for it. Just like because women are fighting for it for most many a years, and what they want is equality, and that is to be known
mhm,
as a woman, that they
mhm,
can do things just like men.
mhm, mhm, mhm. Yeah, because they have been suppressed for a long time, ancient times. Yeah,
Yes,
their
sir.
women had no role, or women have no role in the society back then. So yeah, I think so. I have to agree with you that that women are trying to break that
Mm,
stigma,
yes.
diba? That we can also we can also work just like men, and we can also think just like men.
Mm.
Hmm. Ayun. So, ayun si Roy. Roy is asking for your height. Make it a question. Make it in a question. Ask it in a question, not height, please. Yeah, he's asking your height. Mhm.
Dapat with question marks, sir. Para maging question.
Height, please.
Question mark. I stand 5'8", sir.
5'8". So you
5'8".
almost you have the same height with Junichi, no?
Oh, yes, sir. Mm.
Mhm. Magkakatabi kayo
That
nila
is,
Randall
uh,
J.
I think that is the what I is that what, if it is the right word, but I think that is the smallest height
A
in the
minimum height. The
minimum.
minimum height.
Yun lang yung yun po yun.
The minimum height for Mr. of Filipinas. Ayan. Yeah. So, right, there you go. And, alang haba na pala ng usapan natin. So, well, one of the communities as well that is clamoring so much, is the LGBT community.
Mm,
So, yeah, they are basically working or pushing the Soji bill. Can you
mm.
tell us something about Soji bill? Are you familiar with this, by the way?
Yeah.
First,
Mm.
hmm so what do you know about Soji bill?
Soji bill, sexual orientation and gender identity. I forgot the E, sorry. Gender identity
Uh,
expression. Yes,
yeah,
gender identity.
expression. Yeah,
Yes.
sexual
Uh,
orientation, gender. Yeah, sexual orientation and gender identity expression. Yeah.
the LGBTQ plus communities are fighting for their rights, and that is for equality for many years also.
Mm-hmm.
And Soji Bill is like a law for their protection because they are already led to many discrimination, gender-based violence, and also because of discrimination and gender-based violence. Soji Bill is a bill to protect them from those discriminations. And I believe that Soji Bill is not just for LGBTQ plus communities.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has Soji because that is for sexual orientation and to
Mm-hmm.
be identified as your own gender.
How you on how you want to address yourself.
Mm-mm, yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. So there could definitely be a possibility that Soji bill could be an avenue to um, legalize the change of um, biological genders. So what's your take on that? That when the government or when the law is or when there is already a law that could allow anyone to change his or her or they biological gender. What's your
Mm-mm.
take on that?
For me, what we should do is to educate. As I advocate of youth empowerment, it is better to educate the young generation, tell them, and to be open-minded
Mm-hmm.
First is to educate them in our family,
Mm-hmm.
tell the young ones, and yes, tell the young ones to be open-minded and to teach them about the rights of the LGBTQ plus communities. And also, Soji Bill is, yeah, everyone deserves the Soji Bill. Everyone has it. That's what I've said. That's what I've said earlier. Because as a human being, they have the right to be protected, and as a Filipino as well.
Alright. Mm-hmm. Oh, si Roy may tanong ulit siya. Do you think height is needed in any pageant? Ayan ha, sabi niya. Is it really necessary? How essential would it be? Mhm.
You know, the height is already part of factors in joining the pageantries. You know, because actually in the other countries, when you get to join international pageants, most of those candidates are 6 flat, six
They're
upper.
taller.
Yes, and their minimum height is like 5'9". For me, yes, height is required, and also, however, height is in this pageants like Mr. Filipinas, height is for me never hindi kailangan, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Hindi talaga siya kailangan as long as you are sincere and you have the purpose, and that is to inspire the young generation and to promote your advocacy. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, nothing. For me, height is never unnecessary
Mm-hmm.
as long
So
as you
it's not
are
really the
firm.
basis of winning.
Yes, as long as
Mm-hmm.
you are firm and you have the purpose to
Mm-hmm.
win.
All right, of course. Kasi nga, di ba? Well, even a Filipina, Gloria Diaz already won, di ba?
Yeah.
Miss Universe at a very when while she was only very short. Even um, Margie Moran was just short, but they were able to conquer the universe, di ba? Ha, miss you, sis. Yeah, I miss you too, Roy. How old are you? Wow, ano to? Slam book.
Autobiography po. So, I am
Ikaw
already
naman,
25 years
Roy.
old. Sure,
Mhm.
I'm already 25 years
He's
old.
25 years old, Mommy Roy. Nakakatuwa ka, Mommy Roy, ha? Ayan. So, guys, when we return, we'll talk more about his advocacy. So, please stay tuned, guys, after this short break. All right? All right. May mga pahabol na questions dito, Ed. So, question coming from Kent Tanastorga. Oh, by the way, guys, thank you for tuning in, and staying with us. Mm-hmm. Anyway, what do you think is the relevance of male pageants?
Mm. As what
Mm-hmm.
I've said earlier po, male pageants is a great platform in promoting yourself, that you are capable enough, you are confident enough, and also to promote your advocacy.
Okay.
That's the relevance of male.
Mm-hmm. Sabi niya, haba na daw. Hindi ko napansin na 1 hour and 30 minutes na tayo. Sorry.
Enjoy the show. Or
Sorry naman po. Ayun. So, ito daw yung karugtong ng tanong ni Roy. How can you influence people older than you are if you win Misters of Filipinas?
I think Mr. of Filipinas has the age limit,
Mm-hmm.
just like the counterpart of Mr. Filipinas, the
Mm-hmm.
Philippines, and so on. So
Mm-hmm.
I will influence the people who are older than me that, oh, sorry, I think my answer is far from the question. I
Mhm,
will influence the people who are older than me that, as a youth empowerment advocate, we should always, as an old people, we should always think about our children. We should
mhm,
think about our children. We should like take care of them and to nourish what they are capable of. And
mhm,
also, as an father or as a parent, it is better to educate them or to inspire them as parents, to inspire them and to teach them,
mhm.
teach them and to empower them.
Okay. Yeah, I think what I can actually add on that, no, um, older men or older people can definitely also learn from younger ones.
Mm-mm.
So age isn't really necessary to teach or to influence older people or to older either or to influence either range of ages, right? So it's just a matter of um, how how shall I say powerful we are when we talk, that we could definitely convince them, and of course that we are definitely doing the walk the talk, but definitely when we are doing that, that it could be very very easy for the rest of the people to get influenced by us regardless of age range. Yan. 'Di ba? Ayun. So, there we go. I think nasagot na namin, Roy, yung tanong mo. 'Di ba? Dalawa na kami sumagot. Pinagkaisahan ka namin. Anyways, hi RJ. Thank you for dropping by, RJ.
Thank you for watching, bro.
Mhm. And yeah, let's talk about your advocacy. So, if I am not mistaken, carry lang daw. If I heard you correctly a while ago, you have been mentioning about your advocacy, which is youth empowerment. Can you tell us more about this?
um, as an SK member in my province, my
Mm-hmm.
municipalities, I lead and create some activities and seminars like sports activities, personal development, and awareness like HRV and premarital sex.
Mm-hmm.
For that, I kind of, because of that, I was inspired and I was motivated, and that's why I made the youth empowerment, because I believe that the important thing the youth must have is leadership.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I have learned from becoming as a SK counselor, a true leadership, an effective leader. For me, I believe that the leadership is what we must teach from our young generation as early as now, because they are the hope of our nation. And yes, they have the potential to become a good leader in the future someday.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you mentioned a while ago. You mentioned something about AIDS and premarital sex,
Hmm.
right? So, where is this coming from? How could you relate this premarital sex and AIDS on your advocacy as empowering youth?
As an SK counselor,
Mm-hmm.
I teach the young generation, especially the Cordovanos, the people in my barangay. Because of this awareness, I get to teach them that premarital sex can lead to many ways, in negative ways, like teenage pregnancy and the
Adolescent
HIV.
fathers. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and the
Mm-hmm.
HIV transmission. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I teach them and to help them. Yeah, I teach them and help them to be open-minded. That
Mm-hmm.
is because of the seminars that we made as a member of the Sangguniang Kabataan.
Okay. I want to get some clarification on that now. Kasi you mentioned that you want them to become open-minded. When we speak of open-minded, that is when the teenagers could, you know, get liberately or liberation on what they are seeing on,
Mm.
yeah, something like they get this kind of liberation to judge which one is good and which one is bad, right? Now, when they are being, well, we cannot deny that they could that there is what we call how shall I say it? peer peer
Peer pressure.
peer pressure, yeah. There's what we call peer pressure, and well, younger or millennials are just like you are trying to normalize premarital sex in that sense. So when they are becoming open-minded, is that what we mean by normalizing this premarital sex?
Mm, for me, yes, it's about normalizing, but also to be responsible. That's why we have these contraceptives. Actually, contraceptives are not accepted in other religions. And also, yes, premarital sex is just to teach them and to give them some further information about the advantages and disadvantages of that.
Okay, because looking at the side of the advocacy, parang napaka crucial when you are just when you are teaching these youth on becoming open-minded on
Mm.
what it means by premarital sex, instead of telling them that premarital sex, I'm sorry, that premarital sex, I'm not trying to invalidate, I'm not
Yeah.
trying to invalidate your opinion, but my concern is just that making premarital sex a norm or normalizing premarital sex in such or as such could definitely lead to um, to a greater to a wider problem in the society.
Mhm.
So lalong mababaon yung poverty when teenage pregnancy is significantly increasing. Compared kasi last year, it's already looking back from last year's statistics, teenage pregnancy is already increasing. You might as well as the adolescent fathers. So
Mhm.
if we are normalizing this premarital sex, the tendency is that this si Dindo, si Dandy, oh, this teenage pregnancy definitely lolobo siya,
Mhm.
'di ba? And of course, yeah, given na kasi yan na may mga um, tawag dito access sa contraceptives, pero not everyone could afford it. Kapatid na Franz, saan galing ha? Hugot talaga yan. Classmate talaga tayo. Yeah, we were classmates for 4 years. For 4 long years, nagtiisan kaming dalawa. Yeah. So, what's your take on that? What's your take on what I have just elaborated a while back or narrated?
I will not say about normalizing, like
Mhm.
teaching them that
It is good.
premarital sex is good, is okay in our society. But
Mhm.
I also tell them that there are these disadvantages or major
Mhm.
factors that will affect or give problems, especially to our community, and that
Mhm.
is adolescent fathers or
Mhm.
teenage pregnancy. Always
Mhm.
keep reminding them that there are these disadvantages that will affect your lives as a young generation who are who have a great potential in the future.
That's true.
To tell them that these are disadvantages is harmful for yourself and also for your partner.
Mm-mm. All right. How long have you been working with this? How long have you been working with this?
Actually, I am a member of the Sangguniang Kabataan for quite
Yes.
a few years. Yeah.
Mm-mm. And you've been
And
doing ever since.
so we did some seminars,
Uh,
and then sadly, not everyone is very cooperative about it. Yeah.
mm-mm.
Mhm.
So,
So yeah, we
kailangan mo
also
siyang i-push. Kailangan mo
yeah,
siyang
we also
i-push.
push
Yeah.
them to partake,
Yeah.
engage some of these
Mm-hmm.
activities.
Yeah. Kasi I can see I can see what you're trying to um
See.
what you're trying to offer on the table kasi I can see what you're trying to offer on the table, and it's just a matter of how can we eat that 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 offering, 'di ba? If it's not really eatable, charot, eatable talaga. Ay nako, 'di ba? Mm.
That's
Still, it's not really very attractive for us to pick, 'di ba? To pick something of that food that you are offering. Parang ganon. 'Di ba? So I think you really need to push this advocacy because yeah, it's really we really need something or someone to teach the younger ones
dedicated.
that premarital sex is not really
Normal.
it's not really normal and it's not for everyone.
Yes.
Okay, so I hope we can
Actually,
do
it's
something
one
about
way
this.
to teach them also, the young generation, that is in the family,
Mm-hmm.
as a parent who knows about this, or as
Mm-hmm.
a parents who are very experienced.
Mm-hmm.
But it's better, yeah, it's better to teach and to slowly teach your young children about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. So any questions, guys? Medyo na ano na si ano sa akin. Siguro nakakasar ka na sa akin. Joke. Ayan. So there you go, guys. If you have any questions, if none, then we'll definitely move. We'll definitely play something. Okay. So I have prepared an exercise for you, Ed. So I hope you would enjoy this. All right. There you go. Okay, so ayaw ko nang magtanong on premarital.
Yeah, it's kind of controversial, you know.
Yeah, napakabigat kasi.
Yes.
Napakabigat ng issue na yan. So, yeah. All right, so here you go. Okay, so can you see that? Mhm.
Yes, Mr.
All right, so mystery crowns. We have mystery crowns, and we have 6 mystery crowns right here. Right, so for each crown, there is a corresponding word or words, or it could be something like pressing issues that are present right now that you can make a comment on or somehow react or give opinions. All right, are you ready?
Yes. Game na
Okay,
po.
so
Game na po.
well, let's just pick 3 crowns to be fair, okay? And let's just pick one after the other, right? So, which one would you like to pick first?
I'll start with one, sir.
Number one.
Yes.
Sigurado ka? Parang ayoko to. Joke.
Ay, change na lang, sir. Joke. So, yes, sir. Yeah.
Number one. Okay. Here we go. Jeans or slacks?
Yeah. Actually, I really wear this all the time during my work. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'll go for slacks.
Kasi nga mas ano siya,
It's very
executive.
comfortable po.
Very corporate kasi siya, di ba?
Yes, sir. And we only wear jeans if there is um, a 3 day sale. Is it okay to mention the 3 day
Uh,
sale or any?
Oo. Or mga events.
Yes po.
Special events. Yeah. All right.
Uh,
So, mm-hmm.
The last one, sir. Six.
Number six. Oh my god, this is my favorite.
Oh, phone,
Phone or desktop?
phone, sir. Yes.
Why?
Phone because it is my best friend. I always have it all the time. Desktop
Mhm.
is kind of it just sits there when I go out. I can't bring my desktop, so I only bring my phone. So I have this for the phone.
So, handy kasi siya. Ay, ano ba yan? Ayun. Ano
No,
nangyayari dito?
it's the razor.
Ha?
Three.
Number three, Instagram or Facebook?
Or Facebook. Instagram.
Because,
I would say that Instagram is more on this privacy.
mhm,
Yeah, Instagram has a privacy, and you can get like comments like some motivationals or like
mhm,
that. While on the other hand, the Facebook is like all those runs usually that was posted on Facebook.
mhm.
Mhm. So I choose with Instagram because it's privacy and very social. Social, yung word.
Very social.
Social.
At saka Facebook kasi is the convergence of all social media platforms.
Mm.
Yeah, so parang nandun lahat, parang sentro siya eh. Ayan. So, I think that's more than enough for tonight. So,
Glad I
anything,
survived.
yeah, you
I'm glad I
survived.
survived.
Diba? Thank you so much for that. Thank you for playing with us.
Thank you, sir.
So, you're welcome. My pleasure. And we're very much honored and grateful to have you for gracing our Facebook page and, of course, our Facebook channel. And I'm sorry, YouTube channel. So, yep. Would you like to give any message to anyone you would like to acknowledge? And, of course, I'm giving you this moment or this precious moment, right?
There's a lot of people
To
thinking, sir.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We still have much more time though, and yeah, you could definitely promote your business if you do have, and of course, your social media platforms, your projects, and yeah, call out to your supporters.
Okay. First of all, I would like to thank all the viewers who watched us for almost like 1 hour and 7 minutes. Thank you guys
Mm-hmm.
for supporting us with Sir Francois. And also, I would like to thank the BNB family, BNB Model Cebu, Sir Albert Catampo, who is my manager, supports me from this journey. Mr. Gilbert Maniago, Miss Maureen, Sir Nico Yu, Sir Alan. Thank you so much, guys, BNB family. And also, I would like to thank the mayor of my municipality,
Mm-hmm.
Mayor Sitoicho, who is a mother in Cordova, a very genuine, a very supportive. Thank you so much, Mayor Kichitoy and Mr. Konsihal Nobel Trangia. Thank you so much, sir. And also, thank you so much, Sir Francois, for having me here.
Mm-hmm.
The very variable interview. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much as well. Thank you so much, Ed. And of course, thank you to um, sino bang nag-schedule dito? To Yoji. Yeah, thank you so much, Yoji. Yes,
Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you so much, Sir Yoji. He's the one
thank
who
you,
was
Ninyo, who
foreseeing,
approach you.
uh, foreseeing the
Mhm.
potential in me. Yes, thank you so much, sir, for the chance.
Oh, yeah, thank you so much, Yoji. Yoji is also a correspondent of Pageant Mag Philippines. So thank you so much for channeling and making this a reality. Ah, di ba? Taray, di ba? Ay, late ka na, Sir JC. Ano, 5'8" siya. Ayan. So, to all our viewers, thank you so much. However, before we say everything and before we thank everyone, no, there is also some people at the backstage who also want to give you some words of encouragement. All right. So yes, of course. So during nito, akala naman na to, alam kong hindi ka na surprise. So I hope you are very much ready to listen to their words. All right. So here we go. VTR play.
Hi, Kevin! Good luck on your journey as one of the representative in Misters of Filipinas 2021. Always remember that we will always support you no matter what happen, win or lose. We will always support you and we will always be proud of you. And just enjoy the journey. Again, good luck, everyone!
Go,
Right
go,
away.
go! Congrats and good luck on your journey in Mr. Filipinas and Kevin Tumulak from Cordova, Cebu! Make us proud, especially the Olindas Angel, and to the whole Cordovahanans. Good luck, Ed Kevin Tumulak. Bye-bye!
Hi! Hello, congratulations, Ed Kevin Tumulak. You did it, you did it. You did it! I know nga, kaya ra gid nimo. Kay gina-always ka na mo pray and nag-pray sa ka always and nag-practice sa ka. I know nga, maabot yun ka kung asa ka gusto nimo padulungan. And make us proud, make us proud. Not only us, not only the Alenda's Angels, but also to the whole Cebuano, especially in Cordova. Go, go, go!
Go, Kuya Kevin. Laban lang.
Oh,
Ayun, di ba? Ang taray nun, ha? Grabe yung ano nila, energy nila. So, you guys, thank you so much for providing all those videos for Kevin. And we hope that your messages definitely translate on our video, on our live. So, I hope Kevin get inspired and, fight even more. All right? So, thank you so much, guys. Thank for those who have not yet like our page, please do like and follow our Facebook page, and of course, subscribe on our YouTube channel, and please do click the bell notification as well for more pageant updates. All right, so good night once again. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh my God, tomorrow we have 1 p.m. Actually, we have two interviews tomorrow. The regular slot at 8 p.m. and another we have one earlier which is at 1 p.m. Supposedly kanina dapat siya. So due to some circumstances na kailangan kong mag-attend sa Itbulaga. Na nag-attend na sa
sayang hindi ko
Itbulaga.
nakita, sir. Yung,
Ano yon?
sayang hindi ko nakita sa Itbulaga.
Naku, nakakahiya. Nakakahiya. Ayan, so there thank you so much for understanding, and thank you for being very cooperate as well dun sa nakipag agree na ma-move bukas. Thank you so much. I'll see you then tomorrow at 1 p.m. and at 8 p.m. All right, so good night once again, guys, and God bless you all. Thank you for watching and see you around.